Today's Spotlight is brought to you in part by presenting sponsor, Busey Bank. Busey, your dream, our promise. You're watching Spotlight, and today I'm joined by Kyoko Czech and Mike Cooper. They're here representing the American Cancer Society, so welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excited to talk about the Relay for Life. It's such an amazing thing. I'm going to start out with you, Kyoko. Tell us a little bit about it and how it got started.
So 30 years ago, a colorectal surgeon in Tacoma, Washington's passion was running. And so he decided to run around his local track for 36 hours, raising money for the American Cancer Society. From that, it has become a global movement. It is the largest fundraising event for the American Cancer Society. It happens in communities throughout the globe. We have about a little over 3,000 here in the United States and a few thousand outside the United States. So we walk the track celebrating, remembering, and fighting back against cancer.
Kyoko, that's interesting. I'm not sure that I knew exactly how it got started, but that's a fascinating story. Yeah, and lots of different events all across the country and then obviously across the globe, which is interesting.
Yeah, and each event is a little different because it really represents the community that is hosting that event.
So each one is unique to where they're being held,
yes,
right?
Correct.
Okay. Now, Mike, you volunteer for the Relay for Life. Tell me how you got involved with that.
Well, my mom passed away in 1976 of cancer, ovary and uterine cancer. So ever since then, that's been our passion for volunteering and for donations.
Okay.
My wife's father passed away of cancer about 10 years ago. So it was something that we could both be passionate about, as well as use that as a fundraiser for our organization, the Naperville Senior Center.
Okay.
So each year we get a team together of seniors that can't stay home safely alone, and they walk or wheel around our indoor track and raising money for cancer. And over the 4 years, they've raised over $18,000 to fight cancer.
That's tremendous.
Very cool.
That's a lovely way. I love how creative people get with the fundraising. So tell us when the event is this year.
This year it's August 3rd. It's a Saturday. It's the South DuPage event, and it's at McCollum Park in Downers Grove.
Okay.
And our event will be on the Wednesday before, and Kyoko likes those because it's on the weekday and she can get over and help us out.
Okay, wonderful. So now, can anybody participate in the Relay for Life? Is there any requirements?
There is no requirement. We ask that you register so we know that you're coming, but there's no admittance fee or anything like that. We ask people to fundraise $100, and that will get you your Hope Club shirt, which is our shirt for the event. But other than that, we invite families to come out. It's a family-friendly event. We'll have kids' activities. We have a DJ. And we do all kinds of fun activities throughout the evening. We'll have our Luminaria ceremony, which helps us remember cancer survivors. And it's just a really fun night out with the family. The reason we do it is an evening event is because cancer never sleeps, so neither do we.
I love that. Well, my daughter participated for many, many years in that with her own team. And I think now, say a little bit more about that, because you can have individuals that participate, you can have families, you can have teams. Talk a little bit more about that.
So basically anybody can do the relay. So we take individuals, there'll be people who will just come out because they have a connection to cancer. Or we'll have teams. So for instance, we've got the Naperville Senior Center is one of our teams, DuPage Credit Union is one of our teams and sponsors. We've got several teams from Naperville North that are coming out. The Good Samaritan Health and Wellness Center has a team. So companies can get involved, but individual families can get involved. We have a team called Team Celebration, which is named after Saul, who passed away from cancer, and his family raises money for us every year. So it's a really unique way to get involved in the fight against cancer.
Well, and I think it really has a real sense of community. It really brings people together for a 24-hour period to really focus on that.
Yeah, our event is actually only 6 hours.
Okay.
So, because that's what the community decided to do. We used to do we used to have some overnight events, but right now the community wants to just support a little bit shorter events.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah.
Good to know, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and you can come and go too. So it's not like you have to be there the whole 6 hours.
Okay. Okay. Now you have a very lofty goal. Tell us what your goal is for this year.
So our goal is $64,500. Right now we're about a third of the way there, and we're just we're coming into the busiest time of our fundraising period. So, for instance, Mike's team is getting ready to do their big fundraiser, which starts next week and will culminate at the end of the month.
Okay.
We also have a team from Naperville North. They are doing a Chipotle fundraiser at the Chipotle in downtown Naperville on July 29th. So and we've got other teams that are doing other activities as well. So this is really when we start to see the big push, the big increase. So.
Now, Mike, how at the senior center, how do they feel about this?
Oh, they love it. Some of them have told us it's the first time they've been able to do something for someone else in decades, in years even. And one lady, she's pushing her walker, and my wife was helping her around the track, and she raised $170. She was so excited.
Sure. Yeah, because
really
that's
nice.
being able to contribute back, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
It's wonderful.
Now, I know that you do, as part of the event, you do a celebration of cancer survivors, right? Tell us a little bit more about that, Mike.
Well, the survivors are special. They kick cancer's butt. So what we do is we treat them with royalty. We feed them a nice meal before they, right when they arrive. We let them walk around the track in a celebration lap, and the DJ plays Celebration or Champion or something exciting, and it makes everybody feel good. And it's a great way to start the night.
Yeah, it's really a showcase of of hope, I think, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. This is offering hope to those individuals who might not have a sense of community right now. Their world has just been turned upside down, and what we're letting them know is that the American Cancer Society is here for them and creating that community. That's one of the things we do at the American Cancer Society, really, is building communities. So our Relay family, and we really consider ourselves a family, is a part of that puzzle piece in the fight against cancer.
Yeah, it's that feeling of not being alone. A trouble shared is a trouble halved, and I think just being able to see people who have been able to get through it, and as you say, kick cancer's butt, that's very motivating, I think. And you see a lot of people who are in treatment at those events as well.
Yeah, for sure. We have survivors who have survived 20 years. We've had somebody who's been diagnosed a month ago. So it's really that whole gamut of survivorship, because we consider anybody a cancer survivor who has heard the words, "You have cancer."
Yeah.
So day one, you are surviving cancer. And so it really is a true celebration for those that are still with us.
Okay.
So.
And give us the date again, date, time, and place.
So it is August 3rd. It's a Saturday, McCullum Park in Downers Grove. The survivor dinner will start around 4:30. Opening ceremonies will be at 5, and we go until roughly 10:30.
Wonderful. Well, I'm so glad you stopped by, and I wish you all the best with your event. And thank you for helping kick cancer's butt. We appreciate it. If you would like to learn more about Relay for Life, please go and visit their website. We're going to take a quick break, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Spotlight.